Hey, what's going on? How you been? So, been a while since the last upload. Not as long as the gap between the upload before the last one, but still a while. But anyway, I've got some good news and actually some great news, in fact. I finished college. I have finally completed the cycle of formal education from dust to dust, or in this case, from bad marks to worse marks. But why is this relevant to you? Because I might have some more time to upload videos, so hopefully in the coming months I will be uploading a lot more. But what is this video going to be about today? Now, judging by whatever I titled the video and possibly the thumbnail, you probably know, but I'm going to act like you didn't see that, and I'm going to start off with a little anecdote. So a few weeks ago, my internet wasn't working. No one was home, and to top off that, my seemingly endless group of friends, not in any way small friend group, they were all busy. So what was I left to do besides turn the TV on and start channel surfing? Now this is a risky game, because one minute you're watching the last 5 minutes of a Big Bang Theory episode, and the next, well, I'm afraid they're trying to sell you a better subscription service to the subscription you're already paying for. And might I add, I already have the best subscription, so it's quite pointless. And on top of that, you pay so much and it's always very behind. So you've watched the remaining 5 minutes of the Big Bang Theory episode. Will Howard survive going to space? Find out next week on Big Bang Theory. You've been pandered for more money and you've watched your fair share of As Seen on TV commercial. But I finally settled on a channel. And what's this channel? It's CBS Reality. And I was shocked because on CBS Reality they had a show that I haven't watched in absolute years. This show is Cheaters.
That's not true.
What are you talking about? Yes, it is. Stop. Why is all this going on right now?
You know, with his best friend.
Now, before I get into talking about Cheaters, any Cheaters episodes, I'd just like to say that Cheaters is a modern day masterpiece. Such raw human emotion. It's almost as if they're real people with real problems who've decided to broadcast these issues on international television. So for the time being, we'll go under the impression that these are actual people who decided to broadcast their actual issues on international television for the world to witness. These stories all claim to be 100% real. Each episode starts off with a nice disclaimer in the beginning claiming the authenticity of each one of these stories. Now, for content and video length's sake, I cannot confirm nor deny this point at this current moment. But as I stated before, we'll go under the pretense that these stories are in fact real as they claim. And going in with the idea that these stories are real makes it a whole lot funnier looking at them. So if you don't know what the basis of Cheaters is, I'll give you a quick rundown. Person thinks partner is cheating. Partner is then stalked. I mean privately investigated. For a week they're watched with binoculars, their car is trailed, and they're watched with secret cameras in their house. But it's all good, because it's for TV. It's not weird at all. It's not a little creepy. It's for TV. So if it's for TV, there's nothing wrong with it. Anywho, buckle up, because this safari may get a little wild. Because cheaters and their own safaris, and I thought it was a good show. I'm sorry.
Brennan Norris, age 34, a design architect suspected of drafting blueprints for a new relationship.
So we have our suspect, Brennan Norris. Now this is a father, and for one, I don't quite see why, in the case of the cheating husband, why they decided to put his occupation instead of the fact that he had a family. But what I really like is the little names that they give every episode. A little play on words. Suspected of drafting blueprints for a new relationship. You know, because he's a design architect. I'm sure the writers gave themselves a nice pat on the back for that one. Job well done, if I may say so myself. That one was really hilarious. It just gives me that feeling. But this show is called Cheaters, so there is a bit more to it than the creative naming schemes. So then, what exactly is Brennan suspected of doing? Cheating. He's suspected of cheating, as per the name of the TV show.
Later, Norris exits with an unknown female. According to Jennifer's file, this woman matches the description of Amber's babysitter.
So as you can see, he's getting into a car with an unknown woman, who then 2 seconds later is identified as the nanny. But this is where it gets interesting, because it is at this point where the lines between poorly written pornography scene and reality are blurred. Because this man, even though he is married and has a child, has done what every 15-year-old dreams of doing. He bagged the babysitter. I think we deserve to give Brennan a round of applause, everyone, in the comments. Just clap for Brennan. But I'm sure all the people at the bar really thought he was a cool dude that day. You couldn't have just gone somewhere else besides your house where your daughter is sitting right behind you. Cheating is disgusting, but doing it while you have a family is arguably worse. But doing it in the same room as them, you probably have a 4.3 star Uber passenger rating. You are a terrible person. But fortunately for us, it gets more ridiculous, but I suppose unfortunately for him, because he is about to get caught. But unlike a badly scripted porno, the wife does not join in. But arguably that would make for quite an interesting episode. They just bring in Joey Greco, the wife, and they're just with a babysitter, and then the husband, and then it's just this big orgy. But this is reality, and things like that don't happen. So if there's one thing you can take away from this video, it's don't believe movies. He is not going to come barging through border security asking for your hand in marriage. She is not too afraid to tell you that she loves you. And if you throw rocks and look through a window, you might be charged as a sex offender. So get a bit of a reality check. It's not going to happen.
This day was much like the previous. After arriving home and settling in, this is the information that we...
Oh my God, in front of my daughter?
So they show her the footage of the husband cheating on her, clearly, and they locate the suspect.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What the are you doing? What are you doing? Get the out of here! What are you doing? You son of a bitch!
Chill out, chill out.
Doing to my family! You mother... Where's that little whore? Get the away from me! You will never see your child again! You know how I'm gonna see her?
Calm
You-
down.
Easy,
Don't
easy,
touch-
easy,
This is not what you think.
Oh no, it's not what it looks like. She wants to be a doctor, and she was just giving me a prostate exam. No, you've got this all wrong. I just had a bump, and I asked if she could just check it out. Okay. I know it looks a bit funny, but when I was driving her home, and the snake popped out of nowhere, and it bit me right on my cock, and she had to suck it out, otherwise it would have fallen off. Do you wanna cuddle his husband? I don't think so. So why are her clothes off? Okay, I'm sorry, but in this situation, what the fuck can you say? You've been caught. Her clothes are off. Your pants are down. So at this point, just go, you caught me. Do you mind if we finish off, and then we can have a nice conversation about it? Because there's no way out of it, and at least maybe you can get your satisfaction that you so desperately needed from another woman. I didn't show this part, but the wife calls the father of the babysitter.
This is Jennifer Norris. Do you know where your daughter is? No, she's at Flagpole Hill with my husband. We're headed there now to find out what's going on exactly. You probably want to come put a leash on your trampy daughter.
And at this point, all chaos breaks loose. The dad arrives brandishing a baseball bat. He marches up to Brennan, and he fails to use it once. But then they start wrestling, but more like falling over each other. And as you can imagine, nothing really happens. They talk for about 2 seconds, and then she just says they're through. But everything seems to happen in a perfect order. everything seems to play out as if it was straight from a drama. As if the events that played out had a predetermined path. So that poses the question, is cheaters cheating? It's time to hyper-analyze. You are about to enter the unnecessarily overanalyzed zone. There's so many things about cheaters that just don't sit right. Some are very obvious and some are hidden in plain sight, right under our noses, seemingly so normal that they go completely unnoticed. Night vision. While watching cheaters, you may witness something. It may go unnoticed and slip right through the cracks of your fingers. Your brain may completely wash it from reality. It's the so-called high-tech night vision that they use. Through countless hours of watching reruns and clips, watching them again and again, every moment, from every camera angle, to gain every single ounce of knowledge, I am finally able to come to a conclusion on the night vision. And my conclusion is not in favor of cheaters. My conclusion is that the night vision is nothing more than the run-of-the-mill, average, green overlay. The windows. Every single location where the cheaters are is seemingly a glass house, because wherever the cheating is taking place is always in front of a window, whether it be a restaurant, a bar, a house/apartment, it's always in front of a window. And this doesn't sit right with me, because if you're cheating, would you be so careless? Are they just that stupid? Or is there a sinister motive? My final judgment on the windows is that they are staged. This is obviously done to increase the drama, the action. As I said earlier, some things seem so normal that they go completely unnoticed. They slip right under our noses because in a situation like this, it's very normal to act out of emotion, not hear and overanalyze. No. That doesn't fly. Because look at this seemingly simple scenario. They're sitting eating cake. Now, as you can see, there is a complete full cake. Now my question is, who orders a full cake to sit at the table? You're only gonna have one piece each. Just like, so why would you order the whole thing? What restaurant makes you order the whole pie or cake? But do you know who does order a full pie or cake? A director that realizes one piece of cake in the face wouldn't be as funny as a whole cake. The next one I'm gonna show you is of someone falling off a boat. Now boats are small, quite a confined space, so something like someone falling off wouldn't be unheard of in an altercation such as this one. But that fall seems too rehearsed. It's too comedical. Not even a word. But with acting like that, he could be the next WWE superstar. But why, you ask? Would they make some poor man fall into the water? Because funny. Because it's funny. He fall in water, he get wet, it's funny. In this episode, Joey Greco got stabbed. Apparently, allegedly got stabbed. So I bring all the evidence to you, the viewer. I would like your input on what you think cheaters is. Is it fake? Is it real? Is it partially fake? But the moment you've waited for this whole episode, my final judgment. So my final judgment is this show is fake. It's definitely fake. So obviously to go onto TV, because they're gonna make money on it and all that stuff, so they're using your likeness, they're using your face, you kind of have to sign a thing saying, yeah, you don't mind if they're using you to put on their show. And just, I wouldn't ever cheat, but I'm just saying, if I was the person that cheated on someone, I wouldn't want my face shown around the world, so every single woman that I could possibly approach now knows that I cheat. It's just a bit of a bad look. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe some people don't agree with me. They think it's actually quite cool. They have a cool story to tell the next person that they go out with. Hey, I was on Cheaters. Oh, did someone cheat on you? No, I cheated on them. I've got a kid. It's with them. Yeah, I cheated on my wife with the babysitter. Why are you walking away? What? We're just starting the day. Why are you walking? Oh, okay, she's gone. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, that is fantastic, and you deserve a thumbs up from me, which you can also give the video. Now that's sharing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next upload, and